The morning line is out the door, but I don't mind the wait. There's something holy about a coffee shop at 8. The barista knows my order, doesn't even have to ask. 1 oat milk latte, extra shot, my favorite kind of task. The whole day hasn't started yet, the inbox hasn't screamed, and this single quiet moment is the best I've ever dreamed. First sip, and the world slows down to my speed. First sip, and I've got everything I need. The foam dissolves, the warmth spreads out, the morning finds its tune. First sip, and nothing's wrong this soon. A stranger smiled at me today while waiting for their cup. We didn't say a word, but somehow both of us looked up. The sunlight hit the counter and the pastries turned to gold, and for a second everything was warm and nothing old. The whole world hasn't woken up, the traffic hasn't roared, and this tiny sacred ritual is everything I'm for. First sip, and the noise can't wait outside. First sip, and I've got nothing left to hide. The steam curls up like questions that don't need an answer soon. First sip, the best part of my afternoon. They say the early bird gets the worm, I say it gets the peace. A window seat, a warm ceramic, and a temporary lease on silence, on slowness, on the right to just exist. First sip of the morning, the one thing I never miss. First sip, and I remember who I am. First sip, before the world demands its plan. The cup is almost empty, but the feeling's full and true. First sip, the best hello between me and you. Between me and you.
I always pick the table by the window, second from the left, where the sunlight hits at 10:15 and warms me like a breath. From here I see the whole world pass in coats and coffee cups, and every stranger tells a story if you bother looking up. I'm not a writer, not a poet, just a man who likes to see the tiny human moments that the busy people miss for free. Table by the window, watching life go by. Table by the window, underneath the sky. Everyone's in motion, everyone's in time. Table by the window, and the world is mine. A mother's wiping chocolate from her toddler's grinning face. 2 old friends are laughing hard like time forgot to race. A student's highlighting pages like their futures in the ink, and I'm just sitting here with coffee, grateful I can think. I'm not a camera, not a lens, just a pair of patient eyes, catching all the beauty that the hurried heart denies. Table by the window, front row to the show. Table by the window, nowhere else to go. Everyone's a character, everyone's a line. Table by the window, the most beautiful design. Maybe happiness isn't something you chase down a hall. Maybe it's sitting still and watching sunlight on a wall. Maybe the best seat in the house isn't center stage or grand. It's a table by the window with a coffee in your hand. Table by the window, I'll be here all day. Table by the window, watching life's ballet. The world keeps spinning, but I'm perfectly still. Table by the window, and I always will. I always will.
You ordered black, I ordered sweet. We're opposite in cups. You read the news, I read the menu. We're a comedy of us.
You said my drink's a milkshake, pretending to be coffee, dear.
I said your drink tastes like ambition with a side of fear.
But somehow in between the bitter and the sweet we found
a flavor that's entirely ours, the best in town. Sugar and a song, that's our recipe.
Sugar and a song,
you encaffeinated me.
you stir the serious, I stir the fun.
Sugar and a song, we're the sweetest ones.
You doodle on the napkins while I'm planning out the week.
You steal my croissant corners and pretend you didn't sneak.
The barista knows our table,
Saves it every Saturday.
she called us the usual,
and honestly, I'm okay with that name.
but somehow in between the chaos and the cream we built,
A Saturday tradition made of caffeine and no guilt. Sugar and a song, our Saturday is set.
Sugar and a song,
the best thing on the internet.
you bring the laughter,
I bring the beans. Sugar and a song,
sweeter than our
wildest dreams. They can keep the fancy restaurants, the Michelin star reviews.
Give me sticky tables, paper cups, and
Slightly broken views. Because the best love story ever told was written in the phone of two people sharing sugar in a place that felt like home. Sugar and a song,
one more round before we go.
sugar and a song, the sweetest thing I know.
You stir my heart,
I stir your cup, we stir the afternoon. Sugar and a song, our favorite kind of tune.
our favorite tune.
Our favorite tune. The clock says 2, but time feels more like honey on a spoon. The afternoon is stretching out like a cat inside the room. My book is open, but my eyes keep drifting to the door where the sunlight's making shadows that I've never seen before. No meeting at 3, no call at 4, no can you send the file. Just the beautiful permission to do nothing for a while. Slow afternoon, I'm in no rush today. Slow afternoon, let the hours play. The world is fast, but I'm a speed that only coffee understands. Slow afternoon, the best thing in my hands. The playlist shuffled to a song I haven't heard in years. It hit me somewhere soft and warm, not quite joy, not quite tears. The foam in my cup collapsed like a tiny quiet sigh, and the afternoon got deeper like a well beneath the sky. No deadline knocking, no alarm clock set to ring, just the holy art of sitting and not doing anything. Slow afternoon, melting into gold. Slow afternoon, the best story told. The world keeps racing, but I'm parked inside this booth. Slow afternoon, my favorite kind of truth. Productivity can have its crown, I'll take the quiet throne, where the most important thing I do is leave my heart alone. Because the fastest way to find yourself is learning how to stop. And a slow afternoon's the teacher that the world forgot. Slow afternoon, don't ever end. Slow afternoon, my oldest friend. The cup is cold, the book's unread, the sun has moved an inch. Slow afternoon, I wouldn't trade you for anything, for anything.
Shuffle in the universe, decided what I'd feel. Track 1 was upbeat, track 2 was a wound that wouldn't heal. Track 3 reminded me of someone I've been trying to forget. And track 4 was so beautiful, I haven't recovered yet. Music on shuffle is the most honest kind of dice. You never know which memory is gonna cut you twice. Playlist on shuffle, spinning my emotions round. Playlist on shuffle, lost and found and lost and found. Every track's a door that opens to a different room. Playlist on shuffle, my favorite afternoon. Track 5 was something new, an artist I had never played, but the chorus hit me like a letter from a friend who stayed. Track 6 was our song, I almost skipped it, almost did, but I let it play and lived inside the memory it hid. Music on shuffle is the most dangerous kind of game. Every song's a lottery, and every win's a different name. Playlist on shuffle, dealing cards I didn't pick. almost unwritten book. Maybe shuffle knows me better than I know myself. It pulls the songs I buried off the highest shelf and plays them at the moment when my guard is finally down. Playlist on shuffle, the smartest DJ in this town. Playlist on shuffle, one more track before I go. Playlist on shuffle, teaching me what I should know. Every shuffle is a story that I didn't plan to read. Playlist on shuffle, exactly what I need. Exactly what I need.
The barista drew a heart inside my latte without a word. A tiny foam confession that was almost never heard. It floated there so perfectly, a love note in a cup. And I almost didn't drink it because I couldn't give it up. It's the little things that save the day, the ones you almost miss. A heart inside a coffee cup is somebody's quiet kiss. Latte art heart, you made my morning sing. Latte art heart, you're the smallest, sweetest thing. A stranger made me beautiful art and didn't even know. Latte art heart, the tiniest little glow. I took a photo, but it couldn't catch the way it felt. Like someone in the universe was watching out for help. The heart dissolved at my first sip, but the feeling didn't fade. Sometimes love is temporary, and that's what makes it great. It's the small things that remind you that the world is still okay. A foam heart from a stranger on a very ordinary day. Latte art heart disappearing in my drink. Latte art heart, more important than I think. A tiny act of beauty in a world that's moving fast. Latte art heart, the kind of love that doesn't need to last. To every barista drawing hearts at 7 a.m. You don't know how many mornings you've prepared and meant. A foam heart isn't just a flourish or a practiced hand. It's a whisper saying someone cares, the world's most gentle brand. Latte art heart, I'll remember you all day. Latte art heart in your tiny melting way. A stranger's little kindness in a ceramic frame. Latte art heart, I never even asked your name. Never asked your name.
The sun's going down behind the buildings on the west, and the cafe windows turning into something I can't digest. Orange bleeding into purple, amber dripping off the wall, and my cold coffee's catching fire from the light that's covering all. You don't need a ticket, you don't need a flight. The best sunsets happen in a cafe every night. Sunset through the glass, painting me in gold. Sunset through the glass, the most beautiful thing I hold. The world outside is rushing home, but I'm already here. Sunset through the glass, my favorite time of year. The couple at the counter doesn't notice what they're in. They're standing in a masterpiece and talking about their friend. The barista's wiping tables, doesn't see the amber flood. And I'm the only audience for the sky's most golden blood. You don't need a canvas, you don't need a brush. The sky paints its own gallery in every evening hush. Sunset through the glass, colors I can't name. Sunset through the glass, nothing's ever the same. The light is always moving, always changing, always new. Sunset through the glass, and I'm changing too. In 5 minutes it'll be gone, replaced by city gray. But that's the point of sunsets. They don't promise they will stay. They show up, give you everything, and leave without a trace. The most honest kind of beauty is the kind that knows its place. Sunset through the glass, one more minute please. Sunset through the glass, I'm on my knees. The gold is fading purple, and the purple's fading dark. Sunset through the glass, you left your fingerprint on my heart. On my heart. On my heart.
Two. The barista said the usual, and I realized I've become a character inside this place. A regular, a someone. My table has my elbow marks, my outlet has my charger shape, and somewhere between visit 5 and 50, this became escape. I didn't plan to make this cafe my second home, but the Wi-Fi works and the music's good, and I never feel alone. I'm the regular, the one who's always here. I'm the regular, same seat, same time, same year. The menu changes, seasons turn, the specials come and go, but the regular always shows. I know the Tuesday playlist and the Thursday morning rush. I know the new hire's nervous laugh, the manager's quiet hush. I have watched 3 couples meet here, 2 break up and 1 propose. This cafe is my living room, the one that never closed. I didn't plan to memorize the way the milk machine hums, but this is what happens when a cafe becomes where comfort comes. I'm the regular, the furniture that breathes. I'm the regular, a part of what this place believes. The pastries change, the seasons shift, the faces come and go, but the regular calls this home. There's honor in the ordinary, glory in the routine. There's beauty in the same as always, the most underrated scene. Because being someone's regular means you chose to stay, and choosing to stay is the bravest thing you'll do today. I'm the regular, and I'm proud of that name. I'm the regular, every visit is the same. But the same is just another word for I found where I belong. The regular, my most important song. My most important song.
You're stirring your cappuccino like it owes you an apology, and I'm pretending that my tea is interesting enough to see.
But we both know the drinks are just excuses for the chairs,
and the chairs are just excuses for the talking
that repairs. We could've called, we could've texted, could've sent a voice, but some conversations need a table and a mutual choice. 2 cups, 1 table,
that's all it takes.
2 cups, 1 table,
mending what breaks.
We don't need a therapist, don't need a plan. 2 cups, 1 table, just 2 people who can. You finally told me what's been sitting on your chest for weeks.
I finally said the thing I've been
rehearsing in my sleep. The cafe noise was loud enough to hide our shaking voice, and quiet enough to hear each other making the hardest choice. We could've let it rot inside, pretended we were fine, but some wounds need a witness and a latte to unwind. 2 cups, 1 table,
where the truth gets served.
2 cups, 1 table,
every word deserved.
We don't need a grand stage, don't need a perfect line. 2 cups, 1 table, and the courage to be kind. The greatest conversations happen over something warm, where the steam becomes a buffer between the calm and the storm. So if you ever need to talk, I'll meet you at our place. 2 cups, 1 table, and all the time and space. 2 cups, 1 table,
that's enough for me.
2 cups, 1 table,
the bravest place to be. The world is
complicated, but the solution's kinda small. 2 cups, 1 table, the simplest fix of all. The simplest fix.
It's past 6 and I switched to decaf like I'm switching gears. The caffeine's fading out and so are all my daytime fears. The evening version of myself is softer, slower, true, like decaf, less intense but somehow more to brew. The full strength version of me performs from 9 to 5, but the decaf version after dark is the one that feels alive. Decaf feelings finally settling down, Decaf feelings, taking off my crown. No more performing, no more keeping up the pace. Decaf feelings, my most honest face. I'm scrolling through my photos from a day that felt like 10, and wondering which version of myself was really genuine. The one who laughed at meetings, or the one who sits here now with a half-drunk decaf asking, when did I forget the how? The full-strength version of me is the one the world applauds, but the decaf version in this booth is the one without the fraud. Decaf feelings, honest and unplanned. Decaf feelings, easy to understand. No more pretending, no more sugarcoating the grind. Decaf feelings, the real me left behind. Maybe we all need a decaf hour every day, a time to let the artificial energy decay, to sit with what's remaining when the stimulants are through, and realize the quietest version is the truest you. Decaf feelings, I'll order one more round. Decaf feelings, the most peaceful sound. No buzz, no rush, no heart rate through the roof. Decaf feelings, my favorite kind of proof. My favorite proof. The cafe's getting empty, just the last few cups in play. The barista's flipping chairs like she's closing down the day. The playlist changed to something slow, the owner's choice for dusk, and the music sounds like everything I didn't know I must. There's a song that plays when places close their doors, and it sounds like all the conversations that these walls absorbed. Closing playlist, the songs they play when it's time. Closing playlist, every melody's a sign. But the day is done, the cups are clean, the stories have been said. Closing playlist, the music in my head. The last customer is packing up their laptop and their dreams. The milk is put away, the counter wiped until it gleams. The lights go off in sections like a curtain calling parts, and the closing playlist plays the final act inside my heart. There's a beauty in the ending that the morning never gets, the quiet satisfaction of a day without regrets. Closing playlist, the last song before the lock. Closing playlist, the world becomes a clock that ticks a little softer when the cafe dims its glow. Closing
beautiful show. Every cafe has a heartbeat that begins at 7 a.m. and slows to almost nothing by the time the day descends. But the closing playlist catches all the echoes left inside and plays them back like lullabies for everyone who tried. Closing playlist, one more song before the dark. Closing playlist, leaving footprints, leaving marks. The door is locked, the sign says close, the street lights take the shift. Closing playlist, the day's most honest gift. Most honest gift. You held the door when my hands were full of Monday morning stress. I said thank you and you nodded in your slightly wrinkled dress. We never introduced ourselves, never exchanged a name, but the 3-second kindness was enough to change my frame. We'll never meet again, that's probably the truth, but the smile you gave this morning was the best thing since my youth. Strangers who smiled, passing in the door. Strangers who smiled, nothing less, nothing more. A second of connection in a world that's moving fast. Strangers who smiled, the kind of thing that lasts.
You dropped your scarf and I picked it up and ran a half a block. You turned around and laughed and said, my hero, and I stopped.
We both kept walking different ways, 2 arrows in the crowd, but the echo of your laughter is the kindest thing I found. We'll never share a table, never share a song, but the moment that we shared was more than good enough to belong. Strangers who smiled, crossing at the light. Strangers who smiled, making wrong things right. A flash of human kindness in a caffeinated race. Strangers who smiled, the world's most gentle grace. To every unnamed person who's been kind without a cause,
Who held a door, who picked a scarf,
who smiled without a pause.
you don't know what you fixed today,
You don't know what you healed,
but strangers who smiled at strangers built the
most unbreakable shield. Strangers who smiled, I hope you're doing well. Strangers who smiled, you cast the sweetest spell. We'll probably never meet again, but that's the beautiful part. Strangers who smiled, you live inside my heart. Inside my heart.
There's a notebook in my bag that I've been carrying for months. Half the pages filled with ideas, half with coffee stains and hunts. I started something beautiful on page 11 March, but the ending never came, and now the ink is getting dark. Maybe not everything needs a final dot. Maybe the unfinished ones are the most important thoughts. The notebook I never finished, and that's perfectly fine. The notebook I never finished, every page is mine. Not every story needs an ending, not every thought a frame. The notebook I never finished, but I loved it all the same. Page 23 is a letter to the person I was then. Page 40's just a doodle of a window and a friend. Page 51 is empty, but I circled it in red, because sometimes the blankest pages say the most of what I've said. Maybe not everything needs a bow tied at the end. Maybe the beauty lives in the intention, not the mend. The notebook I never finished, still humming in my bag. The notebook I never finished, my most beautiful rag. Not every dream needs completion, not every plan a clock. The notebook I never finished, my most honest talk. To every half-done project sitting dusty on a shelf, you're not a failure, you're a work in progress. Love yourself. The pen ran out, the moment passed, the inspiration fled, but every word you wrote is proof you're more alive than dead. The notebook I never finished, I'll carry it with pride. The notebook I never finished, the best thing I didn't hide. One day I'll find the ending, or maybe I won't need one. The notebook I never finished, already perfectly done. Perfectly done.
I'm packing up my things, the evening's pulling at the door. The barista waves goodnight like she's done 1,000 times before. I zip my jacket, grab my bag and push into the cold. But the warmth of this small cafe is the warmest thing I hold. It's not goodbye, it's never goodbye in a place like this. It's just a pause between the sips, a comma, not a kiss. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. See you tomorrow, same warm embrace. The door will open, the coffee will pour, the music will play. See you tomorrow, my favorite thing to say. The walk home's getting darker, but my chest is getting light, because knowing there's a tomorrow makes the tonight, alright. The cafe's just a building, but the feeling's something more. It's the promise that some places keep the light on at the door. It's not farewell, it's never farewell, and the coffee's always fresh. It's just a sleep between the chapters, a breath between the rest. See you tomorrow, like I always do. See you tomorrow, my most reliable truth. The table will be waiting, the window will be mine. See you tomorrow, the most beautiful line. In a world where nothing's certain and the plans keep falling through, see you tomorrow is the bravest thing that I can do. Because tomorrow means I'm choosing to come back to show to stay, and choosing to return is just another word for today. See you tomorrow, I promise that I will. See you tomorrow, through every climb and hill. The cafe waits, the coffee brews, the playlist starts again. See you tomorrow, my most faithful friend. Most faithful friend. I walked into a cafe with my headphones and my doubt, and somewhere between the first sip and the last I figured out that life doesn't need a grand stage or a spotlight or a plan. It just needs a table, a cup, and the courage to understand. Every song I heard today was someone's truth poured out, and every cup of coffee was a reason not to doubt. Café Pop, this is where I found my sound. Café Pop, the most beautiful background. No concert hall, no stadium, no arena made of stone. Café Pop, a playlist, and I'm never alone. I watch the sunset through the glass, I watch the people pass. I wrote a thought I'll never finish in my notebook's looking glass. I smiled at strangers, sipped my decaf, heard the closing song, and realized the cafe was where I've been belonging all along. Every latte art was kindness, every table was a stage, and every afternoon I spent here was my favorite page. Café Pop, the soundtrack to my day. Café Pop, in every single way. No filter, no perfection, no pretending I'm alright. Café Pop, just the music and the light. To the first sip that slowed me, to the window where I stayed. was my everything, my very favorite stage. Café Pop, press play, the world can wait. Café Pop, it's never ever late. The door is always open and the coffee's always warm. Café Pop, my shelter from the storm. My shelter from the storm. Press play, the world can wait. The cup you left behind is still warm against my hand, like you were here a second ago, like you were still my plan. The foam collapsed, the sugar sank, the steam has lost its rise, but the warmth is hanging on like it's refusing to say goodbye. How does something so small hold so much of you? How does a half-drunk coffee cup still taste like something true? It's still warm, and so am I. Still warm, I'm not ready for goodbye. You walked out the door, but the heat stayed in my hands. It's still warm, and I'm still where you left me standing. Your lipstick's on the rim, like a kiss you didn't mean to leave. Your napkin's folded wrong, the way that only you believe. The chair is still pushed out, your jacket scent is in the air, and everything around me screams that you were just right there. How does a table hold the ghost of someone stay? How does a cafe keep your outline even after you walk away? It's still warm, but the clock won't wait. Still warm, and I'm running late for the part where I'm supposed to let the temperature come down. It's still warm, but you're no longer in this town. I should clear the table, I should wipe the ring, I should throw the cup away and stop remembering. But the warmth against my palm is all I have of you right now, and letting go of warm is something I haven't learned how. It's still warm, but it's fading fast. Still warm, nothing warm can last, but I'll hold this cup until the very final degree. It's still warm, and so is every part of me.
The barista stacking chairs and the playlist running thin. The lights are getting dimmer, like they're tucking the night in. I should've left an hour ago. My coat is on the hook, but there's a song inside my chest that isn't in any book. Just one more before the door locks shut. Just one more chorus, one more verse, one more everything I've got. One more song before I go. Let it shake the walls. One more song before I go. Let it echo down the halls. I've been quiet all day long. I've been holding it inside. One more song before I go. Let me sing it open wide. The empty cafe's got the best acoustics in the world. Every whisper hits the ceiling and comes back like a pearl. So I'll use this empty room like a cathedral built for one, and sing the loudest, truest thing before the night is done. Just one more before the morning takes the stage. Just one more melody to close the most important page. One more song before I go. Let it break me open now. One more song before I go. I remember why and how. I've been saving all my volume for this very final round. One more song before I go. The most important sound. This is for the mornings that I smile through the ache. This is for the afternoons I thought my heart would break. This is for the evenings when the music held me close. One more song, the one that matters most. One more song before I go, and I'm giving everything. One more song before I go. Hear my